I'm Bailey Bates. Here are your headlines from Central Texas. A Central Texas restaurant owner is opening his doors for a Thanksgiving tradition that's all about community. Wes's Burger Shack will serve a free meal to anyone who needs one, no questions asked. Our Juliana Jackson sat down with the owner and shows us how this meal is about feeding more than just empty stomachs.
At Wes's Burger Shack, the burgers and fries are served hot. But this isn't a typical restaurant service.
How are you?
Owner Wesley Teeters is getting ready to feed hundreds of people free of charge this Thanksgiving.
There's a lot of people at this time of year that think, it's all good things. But there's a lot of people that don't like the holidays because they've had loved ones pass.
For nearly a decade, Wes has hosted this meal. A tradition he says he wishes he'd started years earlier. Last year, close to 300 people showed up. Wes tells me that this Thanksgiving Day lunch is for anyone who needs a place to go to for a hot meal and for fellowship.
Feed some people that have plenty of family. They just, for some reason, they like my cooking. Whatever it is,
Donations have already started pouring in, from turkeys to pies.
The turkeys, God does the dressing because it's so good, it's got to be Him. And then the community usually brings all the sides and all the desserts.
The Thanksgiving lunch starts promptly at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Don't eat by yourself, man. Come in and let us put a little Jesus in you, and we're going to feed your belly and your soul.
For Wes, it's about giving back.
Come in, sit down, and eat with somebody. That's the big thing. That's where it's at.
Juliana Jackson, 6 News.
In more news, an 8-year-old dog is now fighting to walk again after being rescued on I-35 as it was suspected to have been ran over by a car. Our Adrian Alexander shows us the efforts being made to nurse him back to health.
Come here, buddy. What's unique about Lincoln is that the degree of trauma that he suffered without actually dying.
On November 8th, Bruceville Eddy police received an unusual call from a driver saying there was a dog laying in the middle of I-35 southbound in Bruceville Eddy. Police Chief Michael Dorsey responded to the call and noticed the black Labrador mix named Lincoln.
As I worked my way up to him, I could tell that, he had obviously been injured. I didn't know what the extent of his injuries were.
He got the dog into his patrol car and began checking for any sign of an owner.
He was microchipped, however, the microchip led us back to Lucky Labs Rescue.
Lucky Labs Rescue in Austin was able to take Lincoln in and examine him. Veterinarian Dr. David Allman said his injuries were extensive.
He had a broken hip. He had another hip that came out of the socket. He has what we call polytrauma, or multiple pelvic fractures, that made it to where he couldn't walk in his back legs.
Lincoln was able to get his first needed hip replacement at the rescue, but he'll need a second replacement on his other hip in order to walk again.
Given his sort of injuries, what could this reflect? Is it being maybe hit by a car or being dropped off?
Yeah. Certainly hit by a car. This is the kind of trauma that would really only come from something that forceful.
Lincoln's previous owner was found, and they could now be facing charges.
We're still investigating currently and looking more into that to see if this is going to turn into, a criminal offense for what happened.
And we sure do hope he is able to walk again. Once Lincoln gets that hip replacement, he'll need about 2 months to recover. From there, he'll be ready for adoption. Those are your headlines from Central Texas.